Welcome to Serenity Productions. Hey. Thought I might find you over here. Well, when the moon hits the lake like that, it kinda looks like a big sun. Princey, you're sun-kissed. You gravitate towards the sun. There's nothing wrong with that. You know you don't need to come all the way out here, though, right? You could stay closer to the camp. I know. I'm sorry about that. I was hoping they wouldn't look at you like that. True. I mean, it took me a couple months in confinement to realize you might not be the monster I painted you out to be. I do worry about it. And I am going to continue to worry about it. Is it such a bad thing that I worry about you, Princey? Well, I do. Right, the Elders' contact came back. They found us an inn and a path that we could take without getting caught. It's a clear shot to your sister. It's not without its risks, but I think we should be able to navigate it just fine. Come on, Princey. Do you remember who you're talking to? I'm the greatest thief the Shadowlings have. We'll have your sister out of that sail and back into your waiting arms in no time. Don't laugh at me, it's true. Should I leave you to be in your thoughts then? I don't know. You're awfully quiet right now. I remember a time where I couldn't get you to stop talking to me. Now here you are, lost in thought near the lake. Come on, Princey. You keep it all bottled up and that pretty head of yours might explode. Are you sure you want to hear that story right now? It's not a pleasant one, Princey. And certainly not a story to tell before life-threatening journeys. Usually you want to tell uplifting stories. Ones that grant courage in the face of doom. All right. Before you and I were even a thought, our two races ruled over the Western Empire together. One in the light of day, and one in the secrecy of the night. But together we made the nation great. We worked together, and were powerful and strong. And then came your great-grandfather, who didn't have the best opinion of us to begin with. He was always ripe with conspiracies about us. We operated at night, when all the sun-kissed were asleep. Surely one day we would rise up against your kind and kill you. So it only made sense that the Sunkiss would attack first, learning of a plot the Shadowlings were about to undergo. Except that was a lie. What happened was the eldest daughter, the next in line to the throne, had fallen in love with the Shadowling. And should they marry and become one, the next emperor consort would be of the night instead of the bright day. And the emperor couldn't guarantee that their children would be sun-kissed. And he would rather see the empire fall than have a Shadowling rule out in the open over his empire. So he did the unthinkable and executed a disgusting ruse. He had his own daughter poisoned and blamed it on her lover. The Shadowling was then hung before the masses, and his species was deemed traitors and dangerous. Executions happened everywhere that morning when my kind had no chance to fight back. We didn't even see it coming. We know because we have proof of their love. Letters sent between the two, and a marriage they were planning. Though if we show those letters to anyone, they would surely be destroyed. Your great-grandfather saw to that. Since we were always in secret, it was easy to destroy any history that we were the other ruling factor in the empire. We were able to steal a few books and documents in case there was ever a proper trial, but, well, I think you know that will never happen under your father's rule. I told you. It's not a happy story. Princey, you didn't know. You couldn't have known. I bet your father would have taken that secret to the grave rather than tell you, knowing your nature. Let you believe the lie so it wasn't a lie anymore. It would just be the truth. The only truth you would have ever known. That is not your fault. You were lied to. Since you were a child. And what child would believe their parent would lie to them like that? Or lock away their sibling? Look at me in the eye and answer me this. Did you always know about your sister? Or was it just recently that you found out? And it's not your fault. None of this is your fault. Princey, I forgave you for that already. You don't need to carry that guilt anymore. Yes. But then you let me go. Was it, though? Was it for purely selfish reasons? If it was, I don't think I would be helping you right now. It's not a far reach for me to trust you with this. I already told you I trust you. I trust you with my life, Princey. What about what the elder said? Were you eavesdropping before you came in? That's not very princely of you. You're gonna have to be a bit more specific about that conversation. A lot was said. Oh. Princey... I don't know what I feel for you. I trust you. I care for you. I want you to succeed in becoming the next emperor of the Empire, but I'm not naive. The thief and the prince. Sounds like a fairy tale that's too good to be true. I'm not a little girl. I know that this is the last thing we should be thinking of right now. We're about to go into a dangerous situation. We should be focusing on that, putting all our attention on that. This could complicate things. You know why. Princey... Are you sure you really feel that way about me? Isn't that a bit too soon with everything we've been through? I wish I had your certainty on this. Do you like this with every lady you court, or am I just that special? Well, that definitely helps your argument a little more. You know we could die to get you to your sister, right? You won't be able to rely on the sun, and I won't be able to rely on the moon. We'll be vulnerable, exposed. Oh, really? What would you regret not having done? Remember that complicating thing I was talking about before? This is what I was talking about. You have a tendency to be overprotective of things. That's a fair point. But just because we kissed doesn't mean you get to lock me away again. Even if it is for my own good. We are both seeing this through to the end. Promise me, Princey. I'm holding you to that. So, is there anything else you would regret not doing before you died?